Scorpio, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for August 10th through the 16th. My name is Athen. So I'm using a new format now, which is getting more and more specific with this sidereal system. It's using the actual span of the constellation sizes, which before, if you were using that calculator I had, it was Vedic system. It was using an even 30 degrees for each of the signs. So if you haven't already done so, because I did make a video on this last week, do check this new calculator that I have, which will show the actual location of your sun, moon, ascendant, and other planets as well. And you'll find that more accurate for these videos. And I think these videos will be more accurate, more personal for each of us. Now, if you haven't already been doing so, do watch these videos for your ascendant if you know your time of birth, because I find that to be the most accurate. If you don't know your time of birth, do watch for your sun and moon, either or, whichever one you're kind of pulled more towards, or both would be best. And if you're new to my channel, of course, this is very different from traditional tropical astrology, so do check the link down in the description for that as well. All right, so let's go and look at this week for you Scorpios. We've got a new moon, and it's in your 10th house. It's in your house of career, of legacy, of big picture things, of public life. And this is where you've had a lot of energy anyways with all these planets in Leo. So here you're perhaps thinking about work and career, which is great. Maybe there's opportunities coming in here. That'd be fantastic. You got Venus retrograde here in your 10th house. So perhaps you're reflecting on this career stuff, maybe the relationship side of the career stuff, or maybe how you can have more peace and more harmony in your life involving your career. So your career is more in alignment with what you're truly about, maybe even two. But that's been Saturn also squaring up to this position, helping you guys get serious with that over the past few weeks. It's been very serious, hard work, hopefully there with the 10th. And Saturn now in your 12th, this new energy here, which is just, it's been the past couple of years, but he just came back in here last month. I think it was last month or the month before. I think it was in June, actually. Saturn here is helping you get very, disciplined with your spirituality, making sure that you are getting that rest, that relaxation, that alone time. And all of that is, needing to be brought into that career side of things, so that you have that peace, so that you have a career more in alignment with, it means something more to you. It's something that you're guided to do. And there's a satisfaction there with that as well. So that's the kind of gist that's going to continue for you as a general energy. But your ruler Mars is transiting that 9th house. So you guys are perhaps very motivated to do things like read philosophy or look into astrology, maybe do some traveling, maybe university studies, things like that, which is great. And so continuously, doing that will actually facilitate your 10th, because before the 10th, before we go into career and legacy, we have to understand what our life purpose is. We have to understand that life is an adventure, and we have to tap into that. And we do things like maybe even go back to school, do university type of stuff, for example, that supports and assists, this career or legacy or big picture stuff. So with your ruler here, your ruler is not in the best sign placement. So while your guys' energy is likely quite high, at the same time, it's been, especially when, Mars was in Gemini too, but with Cancer even, especially, actually more so with Cancer, there's this uneasiness with our feelings right now, and it's been, this kind of introverted assertiveness trying to make its way through. So I've been recommending for all the signs to do things like physical exercise and stuff like that to help get that body moving. Motion equals emotion kind of thing. And the more you move, the more you get those emotions that'll follow suit. And that's been especially important for you Scorpios, because we are talking about your ruler. So that being said, it'll be through that you can learn more about philosophy, life path, spirituality, and that is what this overall theme is as well. So both 9th and 10th house is the general gist. But let's go and look at Monday through Wednesday, because Mars, your ruler, is going to be sextiling up to the North Node. So there's this whole learning process to this early part of the week, or at least can be. And this is about taking energy towards maybe networking, maybe connecting to your community, to friends, to your ideals, your visions, because your North Node is where we can learn and where we can grow. And so with your ruler sextiling there's an opportunity for that, which you'll find very supportive to all these other things you're involved with. you probably won't feel, depending on your personal chart, you probably won't feel the 11th house so personally, but there's an opening, there's a gateway, and that will be, like I said, be supporting this and perhaps even motivating you some more too. So that's Monday through Wednesday. I think just being open to learning more about giving, contributing will be unlocking and helping us understand more about ourselves, especially you, understanding more about who you are. Which isn't a label, but it's something that it's like your life path for you in that 9th house, through that, through wanting to network or connect to friends and things like that will be the way for you to do that. So that's the early part of the week. Then Wednesday and Thursday, the sun does trine up to Uranus. So there is this mixing up, freeing energy about your self-expression, or at least can be. So this trine is actually supporting this new moon. So this whole early part of the week and for this next 30 days, it is about finding the freedom to express yourself and to be yourself and to maybe honor those creative inclinations, or to have more fun and creativity in your projects or whatever it is that you're involved with, either creativity or creatively, or in a sort of something that you do, whether it's, especially if you guys are, for those of you that are like entrepreneurs and you get your own energy moving, because this is Uranus in a part of the chart that has to do with your lively mannerisms, your passion, your excitement, and when you get that moving, you've been finding this tremendous freedom there, and you'll find that supporting these new beginnings and your career in particular with this. So mixing it up, new insights can certainly come to you around this time, Wednesday through Thursday, on how you can have more fun and enjoyment in your work, mix things up, be yourself, and that'll also, like I said, be assisting these this new moon. Then also Wednesday and Thursday, Mercury will be opposing up to Neptune. So around this middle part of the week, if you guys are feeling any type of haze or uncertainty about where you're headed with the career or work stuff, your public life, it's important here that Neptune is reminding you that there's this time of connecting to home and family and past and roots, or at least putting a sort of conscious attention towards that, which will help unlock a lot more of this understanding. But this isn't a type of understanding that's rational, like Mercury wants to understand things. So it's Mercury, if you're trying to figure it out rationally, practically, then it might just create more confusion. So with this kind of aspect, I really recommend connecting to your body, listening to your feelings, listening to your gut, maybe spending more time at home, relaxing, that kind of energy. And then that will help ease up and balance a lot of this energy that it is in the career, work, or public sector of your chart. So it's a very private side of life can help neutralize this very public stuff and very busy time for you in that area for you right now at the moment, at least in your attention. Then on Friday, we have that new moon, so new beginnings now for the next 2 weeks and 6 months relating to career, which is very nice, or public life, or legacy. And this new moon will be conjoining up to Venus. So there is this, again, maybe new beginnings with relationships for you. Venus rules your 7th. Maybe new beginnings with this spiritual stuff, like I was saying, with all this Saturn in your 12th, spirituality is becoming important, or at least can be. And so new beginnings with relaxation and rest with your career as well. So anyways, very supportive there when you guys are willing to do that spiritual approach, and also when you're willing to express yourself and come out of your comfort zone a little bit, because those are 2 areas that will be aspecting up to this new moon. Then Saturday and Sunday, the sun does conjoin up to Venus, so passing over Venus here. These are traditionally enemies in the Vedic system, but Venus is very close, retrograde in front of the sun. So here, I think as long as we're not seeing things too idealistically, and we're not just focused on the beauty and enjoyment of career and relationships and spirituality, which I don't think will necessarily be the case for most of you, then there is actually a lot of passion, a lot of fun to be had with this public part of your chart. And this can be, again, new beginnings in terms of maybe new relationships perhaps unfolding for some of you in the area of career. So some things to look out for over the weekend, but definitely some things to just kind of reflect on, because Venus is retrograde. So you guys are reflecting on relationships and spirituality, so continue with that as well. Then also over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, Mercury does trine up to Pluto. So a lot of supportive energy coming in this Saturday, especially time period, where you're able to see the truth. You're able to see things for how they are and dive deep into the career stuff, but also into all this community stuff or organizations or networking, etc. And even the deeper aspects of life in general, since Mercury rules your 8th. So anyways, support energy here coming in. So maybe some clarity. I still think that Neptunian energy will be in effect. So not really clarity, but certainly a deeper understanding about career, which will then facilitate a lot of these new beginnings, which, like I said, are shaping up for you going into next week. All right, Scorpio, so have a fantastic week. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you'd like a personal reading, click the link down below, and I'll talk to you all next time.